You came! You are the Portokalos family. I sent you the invitation. I'm the mayor of your father's village. Welcome to the reunion!
Full disclosure, I found the original hugely successful My Big Fat Greek Wedding alarmingly flimsy when it came out in 2002. It was the semi-autobiographical account of writer-star Nia Vardalos' love and marriage to a non-Greek chap called Ian. And it depended almost entirely on the appeal of Tula Portokalos' colourful, some might say obnoxious family.
We are related through your papa's papa, who was a twin and married to my great-great Yaya's sister-in-law. Cousin!
Cousin!
I'm Victory.
Aunt Bula, I will be your favorite.
Produced by Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson, Greek Wedding 1 was a sensation. The inevitable but pointless sequel was less so, and now a third one you'd think must be trying the patience of the biggest fans of Greek weddings, no matter how fat.
We need a picture for Mom.
Oh, here we are.
Okay, ready? Feel free to have your neck.
Pull. Hi.
Neck.
Hi. Here we are.
I've got this. Relax your lips. I'm so mad at the camera.
It seems not. If the comments on YouTube are anything to go by, there was a queue of fans, or in my case, not quite fans. So how are Tula and Ian possibly going to get married a third time?
A lot has happened since my big fat Greek wedding.
Like I never left.
My father passed away, and his last wish was for us to visit his childhood village and reconnect with our roots.
Well, OK, there may be a little poetic licence going on here. The plot, though I suspect Aristotle might quibble over that description of what's on offer in Wedding Number 3, involves the happy couple going to Greece in search of Tula's late father's roots, whatever that means.
So, we're having a reunion.
We're going to Greece.
Oh, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And by we, I mean the whole family.
And while there isn't room on the flight for Tula's entire family, who seem to run into the dozens in the last film, there's certainly room for the most annoying ones. These include Tula's brother Nick and a couple of Butinsky aunts, and somehow Tula's daughter Paris and her ex, whose name, coincidentally, is Aristotle.
Who wants souvlaki?
Paging souvlaki. Anybody by the name of souvlaki on this flight?
Aristotle, what?
I didn't know you were going to be here.
What are you doing here?
They had an amazing date. She ghosted him.
Like the previous films, My Big Fat Greek Wedding has an optimistic idea of what counts as a fully rounded character. Mostly they're just a series of catchphrases, like Victory, the young mayor of the village.
Now, float away. Float away. Supermodels is fantastic. Number 1, the best.
There comes a time when you think that if you hear the expression "number one the best" one more time, you'll scream. Or Brother Nick's repeated habit of pointing out that something was originally Greek. Or the aunts doing that lovable ethnic aunt thing, all trying to disguise the fact that nothing seems to be actually happening.
There's no other bedrooms.
Family sleepover.
This is one reunion we'll never forget.
Apart from anything else, there's certainly very little sign of a Greek wedding of any size for most of the film. Mostly it's Tula pottering about looking for Dad's remaining old childhood friends, if any, for a family reunion which seems, by Portokalos standards, remarkably underpopulated.
I promised my dad I would find his best friends.
I know them. Do they still live here?
No.
How do we find them?
They will come for the reunion.
Did they tell you they're coming?
No.
There is a tiny bit of will they, won't they among the young folk, though a wedding there seems highly unlikely. Otherwise, nothing much to see. Writer and now director Nia Vardalos seems to have an almost pathological fear of startling us.
Do you know these men?
No. I am surprised, but I am not surprised because I'm never surprised. You lost me.
And yet, despite all this, I had rather a good time. After all, for an hour and a half, I was visiting one of the most picturesque places on earth. So, for most of the film, I let what passed for the plot slip past me while I admired the sea, the islands, the wonderful food, and the historic buildings.
We dreamt about Aristotle last night.
How did you know?
Greek voodoo. Bam!
I remember your story.
I really need to find my dad's friends.
Angela and I are on it. Okay, bye.
Frankly, the activities of the Portokalos family were no more of an imposition than any other fellow tourists when you go on a trip to Greece. They didn't interfere with me, I didn't interfere with them.
Let's do it!
I'm calling it. You got us back to Greece. You're the head of the family now.
I can't really day drink like this.
Don't worry, a lady is never drunk.
In the end, there's a bit of a farewell party, and yes, belatedly they find a couple somewhere who can get married at it. There's food, there's dancing, there are a lot of people calling out Opa. In other words, it's not so much a movie as a Mediterranean holiday. And after a long, bleak winter, who could possibly complain about that?
Pick the one we have for dinner.
Oh, thank you. I'm a vegetarian.
No.
We got these problems.